everybody. The other day we watched Raya and the Last Dragon. So Aiden, what's the plot of Raya and the Last Dragon?
Raya and the Last Dragon takes place in a vaguely Asian world, inspired by all sorts of different Asian cultures. A little bit of Chinese, a little bit of Taiwanese, Korean and Japanese and all that stuff blended together into a fictional place. Kind of like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Wow.
Wow. Sometime before the story, a couple 100 years, the dragons all got wiped out except one by these evil blob monsters.
Kind of like Avatar, right?
That doesn't happen in Avatar.
Not the dragons, but all the airbenders get wiped out. They're kind of like dragons.
I guess. I suppose so. The only remnant of the dragons is a magical orb that keeps the evil black blob things away. And all the nations have become separated. They were once one big nation and they all kind of went their separate ways.
Yes,
And
they did.
during peace talks with our main character Raya's father, they accidentally break the orb trying to steal it because they believe it brings prosperity. And the whole world goes to shit and the black blob things start roaming around again. So Raya seeks out the last remaining dragon to try to put the world back together and fix things. And learns about the magic of trusting people and friendship and unity. So Connor, what did you think of Raya?
I thought Raya was really good at parts and really bad at parts.
Yep.
Here's the thing. The story, while kind of derivative of other things, like Avatar, for example, is not horrible. And Kelly Marie Tran as Raya is actually pretty good, both the character and the voice acting. The issue is, and I'm sure this is going to be our main point of the video, is that the side characters are fucking terrible.
Oh, yeah.
First, we're introduced to the Last Dragon. Can't remember her name. Sisu, who is
Played by
annoying
Aquafina.
and is a meth addict dragon who has fucked up teeth and looks weird and is
has
annoying and makes
ADHD.
annoying jokes. And then we're introduced to a child who is probably the least annoying of the side characters. And then we get the baby, the boss baby, and then we get the apes, her little monkey friends, who are the minions.
The three minions.
And then we get the big hulking dumb guy who turns out to be sweet. He's a gentle giant type. And they go on this journey to retrieve the shards, a big MacGuffin hunt. And they essentially get put into settings and they have to figure stuff out. I really don't mind the concept of the movie. On paper, it sounds like a good movie. The issue is, Raya's fucking it. Raya's the only good character in this fucking entire movie.
I think the rival girl's good too, but
The rival girl's not bad either, you're right. The antagonist is decent. So you actually have a good movie in there. All you have to do is cut the side characters or significantly rewrite them. Cut the baby and the apes.
the baby and the
First
apes.
off, you don't
Actually,
need
all
the
of them
boss
except
baby and the
all of them
minions.
except Sisu don't need to be there. I know why they're there.
Sisu could... I think Sisu, especially if you're going to do these comic relief characters, make Sisu more of a serious character and
Yes.
then add the baby and the monkeys for comic relief. I would roll my eyes, but the babies and the monkeys aren't important enough to be annoying, if not also paired with Sisu being annoying and the kid
Yes.
being kind of annoying inherently.
Sisu's super Mushu from Mulan.
Yes. Like
He's
Mushu from
less-
Mulan, if Mushu
Less
was
charming Musu.
if Musu was the main, it was the main crux of the movie. But it is a touching story of her saving her dad, and there's actually a lot to that. However, they just fuck up completely, and it sucks. But the issue,
The animation is amazing.
Yeah, I was gonna say the animation's amazing. I mean, it's Disney.
There's some really
so I can't give them that much credit.
fantastically choreographed action scenes.
Right.
Every single fucking frame of this movie is absolutely gorgeous. It looks fantastic.
And then you have these annoying little side characters like
All of
Boss
it.
Baby and the fucking
Yeah,
ships. That's the issue.
Yeah.
There's so much to like in this movie, and they fuck up. They fuck it all up so hard. I mean, I don't have much more to say. I think, like, yeah, I mean, I don't have much more to say. That's basically it. It's like, it would be amazing in a very well done movie with a really good story, good pacing, and an incredible children's movie. I'm also very impressed with Kelly Marie Tran's performance. Like, I didn't really like her in The Last Jedi. Maybe part of it was how the character was written, but
it was definitely the character.
But I feel like even considered, I think Kelly Marie Tran is a better voice actress than she is a fucking actress in general. Like,
yeah, she's
I would
very good actually.
I would watch Kelly Marie Tran in a lot of fucking voice roles. Like,
yeah, she's
and
very, very good.
The movie doesn't really have a ton of race pandering, considering it is a very Asian movie.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
there's a lot of fucking Disney movies that are like, look at us, we have a black person in this movie. Isn't that fucking awesome? Look at this background lesbian kiss in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Weak. That's weak. If you're going to make a fucking movie, and you're going to have these characters that are other ethnicities, don't base your entire movie around, oh, look how fucking Asian I am, or look how black I am. Like, this movie has Asian characters, and that's just what it is. It's not really forcing anything upon you. It just is what it is. And I appreciate that. Because a lot of Disney movies are like, yes, we're a white-run company. We're owned by white people.
And we're pandering
and
to you.
And we're pandering to you. Yep, exactly. And it
So
just doesn't feel like fucking pandering. This feels like a story that works. And the universe, it makes sense. And it doesn't try to pander. It doesn't transparently try to pander.
Yeah.
It's nice. So, Aiden, what did you think of Raya and the Last Dragon?
Okay, my main issue, I really wish that, I'm gonna say it, I feel like Disney did not allow them to make a serious movie. Or, well, they did, but they also forced them to put in stupid bullshit for the kids. Because, like, when the movie is taking itself seriously, it's really good. There's really good action scenes, there's really good, like, there's good emotional cores to the movie. Like, obviously Raya has lost her family and she's trying to regain that, and she has a lack of trust because the rival girl betrays her at the start of the movie and causes basically the fucking apocalypse. The rival girl is trying to live up to her mother's expectations, and that's why she does bad things. Like, she's kind of just forced into it. And there's strong emotional moments, and there's strong serious moments, and there's good ideas. Like, they don't focus on it much, but the reason they get all these side characters is they get one from each country. There's 5 separate countries, and each country they go to, they pick up another person. And that's kind of a cool idea, because the whole theme of the movie is about unity. Like,
right.
They meet all these people from different places and realize they're not so different.
And they even pay off that fucking...
They do
pay it off well.
They pay it off well. But the problem is, the characters are fucking horrible. Outside of Raya and the rival, the babies and the minions, you have a kung fu baby who throws her diaper around, and her little monkey friends. It's just like blatant Minions stuff. The cute side characters who do wacky things. The ninja baby has scenes where it like slow-mo karate kicks her in the face and all this fucking pandering baby bullshit because Disney said no, can't make this too serious. You know, the warrior guy they meet isn't so awful. He's a little generic with the whole like he's a warrior, but deep down he's actually really kind and doesn't want to fight. You know, but he's not so terrible. The main issue, though, is Sisu is just so awful. They have her doing the same fish out of water stuff that they always do, which is tired enough as it is, but they have Aquafina, who I don't know a lot about. She's some YouTube rapper who made a song called My Pussy. That's all I know about her, and she was in a Nintendo Switch commercial that they posted like 15 times on their YouTube account for some reason, flooded my subscriptions with. called like Aquafina Loves Mario Kart 8 or some fucking crap, and they posted it like 25 times in a row in one day. But she's terrible. She's such an awful, annoying character. They take the fish out of water stuff to the extreme and just make her this gullible moron. And the point they're trying to get across is that she's trusting and it works out in the end. She trusts people. Raya doesn't trust people. Raya learns from her. But she's always telling these fucking... She's like Mushu from Mulan and Donkey from Shrek and all these other fucking annoying side characters crushed into one. But unlike Donkey, like, they were self-aware that Donkey was annoying. That was the joke. Donkey is fucking annoying. Shrek hates him. But he kind of...
The audience and Shrek come to like him.
Yes. But Sisu, you're supposed to like her. She's supposed to be endearing and quirky while she does all this terrible stuff. She's like, I want to post on my Instagram and twerk to appeal to the kids. Dog, wiggy wiggy whack. And it's just like Gen Z TikTok pandering bullshit. She's like, I'm going to do a TikTok, and starts dabbing and doing the fucking floss and crap. And it's just like the worst side character that's ever been in a movie, and she's in every second of the movie. And it just completely drags it down with her presence. I really wish that Disney had just allowed them to make a movie that didn't have all this comedy relief bullshit for babies, and just make an actual movie that takes itself seriously for its entire runtime, or most of its runtime. Like, you can have moments of levity, but just let your animators make an animated movie that takes itself seriously instead of being cartoon bullshit, because you had something so good and you threw in this fucking stupid garbage so that kids wouldn't be bored when they wouldn't be bored. They would not have been bored if this wasn't stupid pandering bullshit. There's animation that takes itself seriously more and more, and Disney just threw fucking Donkey from Shrek in, played completely straight, and the Minions and Boss Baby. It's so honestly painful. It's so painful.
The issue is, if it wasn't for those characters too, not the issue, but what's tragic is, if it wasn't for those characters, this probably could have been the best animated movie since, like, fucking Spider-Verse.
Yes, there's so much good.
An amazing animated movie.
There's so much good. It's so good looking.
It even probably
the serious parts are so good. The emotional cores are really good. Everything is so good, except for these horrible, annoying, pandering characters that are just there to fucking wave their hands around and keep little babies entertained, like jingling keys in their face.
Yeah, Disney almost made something that I would consider almost like an animated, like, what I would think would become an animated classic. All the elements were there. Kelly Marie Tran kicked ass as the character. Raya was a fantastic character. The story was good. The villain was good.
They just didn't...
It was basic and had a message for kids, but it also was quite enjoyable for someone who's more critical like myself.
They just didn't...
And then they threw it away to throw in the goddamn Boss Baby.
Yeah, they just didn't... They didn't trust their audience to take an animated movie seriously, so they had to jingle keys in their face the whole time.
Right. And the problem, too, is this was released in theaters. That's where we saw it. But this was also on... This was mainly a release for Disney Plus and stuff.
Yes,
and I don't know...
They intentionally buried the theatrical release of this movie. There's almost no trailers, almost no advertising. They wanted people to watch this on Disney Plus, because that's how they make money now.
Yes.
It's a shame. They came really close to making something really special, and they did not trust their audience to take it seriously. I mean, look at... It's so frustrating, because, like, Pixar has animated movies that are played incredibly seriously, just entirely seriously.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, obviously, because Pixar's fucking terrible now, but, like, The Incredibles obviously has moments of levity, but for the most part, it's a movie that takes itself seriously. There's no... Like, They have some cutaways to the baby and whatever, but the baby's just, like, not relevant to the story.
It's a side character.
It's a side thing. Like, I get it. Sometimes you got to put in a little bit of some goofy shit for the kids.
Which would be fine if it was just like one of these side characters,
Or,
but it's all
you
the
know,
damn side characters.
It's all of them, and it's the main. Sisu is a main character, and she acts like one of these stupid side characters.
Right.
And they couldn't just play it serious like Iron Giant or fucking Up.
Or
Well, Up gets a little
Spider-Verse.
retarded. Spider-Verse. Yeah, it's just they came very close. Yeah. So Connor, would you recommend Raya and the Last Dragon?
I would recommend it. The stipulation is you're probably, if you're watching this channel, you're most likely not going to enjoy the side characters. I don't even fucking know what our audience is half the time. But you know what I'm saying. Like, a lot of our audience is not going to be into these side characters, but underneath that, and the core of this film is fantastic. It's just the things that could have pushed this movie over the edge to make it fantastic, these side characters and their stories, are fucking terrible boss baby bullshit. So, it's fine. It's good still. It doesn't ruin the movie, per se, to make it 100% unwatchable. And it's still probably the best animated film I've seen since Spider-Verse from a mainstream animation company. But at the same time, if Disney just cut the pandering bullshit, this movie would have been an amazing experience. And what we're left with is something that boils down to being good but tainted.
Yeah.
A good but tainted experience. So Aiden, would you recommend Raya and the Last Dragon?
I'm gonna say generally yes. I complained a lot, but there are lots of really great elements. It's really, really fantastic looking, obviously. You have virtually unlimited money. You can make things look as fantastic as this movie does. It's absolutely beautiful.
Right.
And there are really strong elements. There are really strong emotional moments and action moments and stuff like that. It's just a little held back by what I'm gonna assume that the people who made this are intelligent people and they were held back by stupid corporate bullshit, so
The old
yes,
Sony
they probably
pictures.
do deserve your support. I would recommend it generally. Just keep in mind that they came close. They came really, really close. So yes,
Yeah.
that's our thoughts.